Am I streaming? Oh, I am streaming. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this up here, guys. I'm using my wireless mic. I've been troubleshooting for 15 minutes. Uh, I can't. I streaming? Oh, I am streaming. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this up here, guys. I have no secondary monitor. Been troubleshooting for 15 minutes. I can't. I streaming? Oh, I am streaming. Just trying to see if I. Okay, I got picture. Okay, my picture's all jacked up. What is going on there? Let me fix that. I don't know what's the problem with that. Oh, I can see in an OBS. Like, just trying to get this thing straightened up. I remember there was an filter window. Oh, there you go. Scale to window. Okay. Why is this doing that? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It should be good now, right? Oh, let me get out of this. Maybe that will change it. I'm literally watching the stream on my phone because it's the only way I can see what I'm doing because I haven't set up a secondary monitor. But well, that figures what it's gonna do out. Still like, well, I'm like missing half the screen still. All right, it's what is going on here? I'm moving something else. That's why I'm moving display capture. Okay. Well, we're supposed to hide that. I want that. Okay. I just right click here. It to screen. We did it. Oh my god. I don't know why it's such a pain to do it this way. A secondary monitor is just key, but I don't know if I have any audio right now, to be honest now. Let me turn my soundbar on. Someone's gonna have to tell me if there's no audio coming out of the game because I don't have a secondary monitor. It's hard to check. Let me listen. Just enter. I'm gonna listen on my phone. I got no audio. There is no audio currently. I think I know why. Let's go here. Okay, we got audio. Well, I got audio on my side now. I'm getting 30 frames. Oh, we're on 4K, that's why. Yeah, okay, good. We got some audio. All right, so I'm going to be using my phone to watch the chat. Um, oh, glad we got that situated. Well, the gaming loft is going very well. Why is our we're only getting 35 frames? I wonder why. We should be getting at least 58 frames. It is 4K, so it does look really good on this TV. Oh my god. So we are on 4K. DLS, upscale quality. Let's turn that off. Apply. What graphic settings are we at? Custom. Let's go to high. We are still getting about 30 frames. That's not gonna cut it. Let me go into control delete. Go to my task manager real fast. What is open right now? Discord. Nothing's really on. We're pulling full wattage. We're on full tilt. System's running pretty cool. CPU always runs in the fucking 80s. GPU is running pretty cool. I'm surprised we're getting such low frame rate at 4K. Freaking, this game is just I swear I got like 58 frames last time I played. I don't know why it's doing that now. Okay, so I'm not going to use upscaling. I can't turn the resolution down. I go to windowed. I change. Okay. Um, having issues. Having issues. I can actually play window mode and have my oh man, I just fricked things up. Control Z. Control Z. Go back. Okay, good. Oh, what is going on? Control Z. This I thought this was gonna be simpler. Just troubleshooting. I should have did this before we went on stream. We're only getting 37, 38 frames. Let's try to play at this frame rate because I'm tired of messing around with it so much. Yeah, that's not great. It's not great frame rate. Looks great. Looks like, look at the tearing going on. I did update the drivers today. That could be, I don't know if you guys see what's going on in this lighting, this illumination. You see that? Oh my god. I did update the drivers. It could have been bricked. Freaking NVIDIA. Didn't you do anything right? Look at how bad it is. Look at it. Should we backdate it? Man, that means we have to shut the stream down. How do I even go about doing that? How do I put prior Um, Sorry, this is going to be a very boring stream. Just me trying to fix stuff. Story of my life. I'm on the NVIDIA website right now. Trying to find the last set of drivers that I had. NVIDIA. I hate this trackpad with a passion. With a passion, I hate this track. What? Why is it A2000? Where's the 3090 at? Where's the 3090? Hmm. 3090, come on. Yeah, so I put the one that came out in October 1st, and man, it doesn't seem like that's going well. Um, October 1st. I'm gonna reinstall the one. Oh, wait, September 11th? That's the next one. Tuesday, September 17th. GeForce Game Ready Studio drivers. October 1st. Wow, that was a long time ago. The latest one. So I'm gonna go ahead and download that and install that. And while that downloads, because this game usually plays better than this. Usually plays a lot better than this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here. Close Discord is fucking enormous. It's kind of hard to use this thing. Um, yes, I'll just go full screen. There we go, full screen. It's super zoomed in right now. My camera is like pretty far back. It's probably 4 feet away from me, so I had to super zoom in on the thing. And I'm really liking this lounge chair style. It's pretty awesome. Um, this thing's taking forever to download. So while we do that, let's just talk about some of these comments on Reddit. So it's pretty funny. People are going nuts on Reddit about this gaming loft that I built. People are going insane. They're talking about how it's gonna fall, how sheer force of screws are meant for that. All these things that people read on the internet, and I guarantee a lot of them just hear these things and they don't really understand too much of the real world application of these things. So they hear things, and it makes sense when you hear these things, but like you don't know practical application really, or you have very little practical application. So one of the things that really got me on the internet were people were saying the sheer strength of a screw. So I use construction grade screws for this one, and technically you still want to use nails just because nails have a higher shear value, and it's only because they bend That people don't understand that screws don't bend, so they hold and then they break. Nails slowly bend over time, and that's why they have a higher shear value. So if screws bend, they would have a higher shear value. But you don't want a screw to bend. You want it to stay stout and firm. So a lot of people are worried about the weight of this breaking a screw, but they lack the understanding of what the actual value is of the shear strength of a screw. And it's actually over 1,000 pounds for one screw. This whole setup with me on it doesn't even weigh 1,000 pounds. It doesn't even weigh 1,000 pounds. So when you take a piece of wood and you put 4,000 pound rating screws on it, uh, on just one section, you're not. I'm not saying it's 4,000 pounds worth of strength. What I'm saying is the likelihood of one of those screws shearing is very, very minimal. So when in doubt, pull more screws in it. Obviously, if you use cheap screws, they will shear a lot better, a lot quicker. A lot of the things that you'd order online are like zinc and bronze and stuff like that. Those things snap in an instant. But if you use the right tools for the right materials and stuff, you're gonna be generally okay. I thought that was crazy. And maybe I should open up um Reddit. Maybe I can do that. That would be kind of fun. Reddit. Oh yeah, I was trying to get this thing. Which account am I on here? Gaming. I'll just put gaming loft. Mine is nowhere near to be found. I'm not on the correct account. Maybe I'll do a video about it. How do I switch accounts? Um, uh, 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 uh. Yeah, I get so much freaking hate on it. It's not even hate. People are just want to be, put they feel like they have enough information, so they need to, it happens on the internet a lot. I've made enough Reddit posts for people to see, to understand that people just like to criticize. I think I called it gaming bunk bed. There you go. 811. Man, this thing is picking up a little bit of steam. So how do I go here? Okay. And then I'll open up Chrome and here, and I'll pick Chrome. Oh, there we go. Look at me go. Okay, so I'm not saying, there's a lot of people. I'm like, just one. Okay, so let's see this grand nut. So, like, these people seem like they know what they're talking about right now. Assuming he hit joists and the studs with decent lag bolts as well as proper nailer or wood screws. The rest of the build, I'd say more than adequate for the weight of one human, and get some gaming shit needs racing stripes. And it's zooming in. A lot of those people. Oh, shit, it's legit. Light bolts. Yeah, these people seem like they know what they're talking. There's a lot of people on here that don't know. I feel like they don't know what they're talking. Uh, I can't really find any. There's so many freaking comments. I try to respond um as much as I can. You know, people take the time to look at the comments and read and write. So I try to respond, but same shake. I live, yeah, just a tornado ripping through the house and it's done for. This comment's fucking hilarious. Um, but yeah, this guy understands what's going on. Like he gets it. Like he understands that you can use you've used enough screws and you attach to enough into enough points of contact. Um, um, you're gonna be solid. I'm gonna reply to this one. Let's reply. Yes. 6 joists to be exact. 6 joists to. What the heck? No, let's change that. Lands. Yeah. Um. 2. 6 lands on 6 joists. 2. On 2. 3. Sorry, I hate typing on this keyboard. Like if they just read, they would know all this information, but that's fine. Lands on 6 joists. 2. 2. 2, maybe 2,3 inch con screws and 6 inch SDS screws binding the legs to the stone back. That makes sense. Lands on 6 joists, 2 3.5 inch screw con screws and 6 inch SDS screws that binding the legs to the strong back. Comment. I could just do this video right here, just commenting on this. I love this one. These fucking memes are fucking hilarious. But yeah, well, just people just don't understand what's going on. Like they just don't understand. They see screws and they're like, "Oh my god, screws! These screws are not gonna hold," but they lack the know-how that those. First of all, even if they weren't construction grade screws, let's say they were just deck screws or something like that, um, they would still hold. Like I would assume, I'm just making this up, that it's at least 200 to 300 pounds shear strength on one of those screws. And if you put 4 of those screws in, you're gonna be fine. You're just gonna be okay. You put 4 of those screws in, you're gonna be okay. So I think my take is if you have some type of knowledge about something, but you don't have real world application for it, meaning you've never used it or you've never tested any of it enough, I think you should keep your comments to yourself because to a person like me, or I'm not saying that I'm very smart and gifted at this stuff, but for a person like me that understands general construction, you look like an idiot. You just look stupid to me. You look like you look like you sound like a person who um sorry, I'm just installing that new driver. You sound like a person who is trying too hard to sound smart, okay? And you're coming off idiotic. Those these guys in the comments, they knew exactly what they're talking about. Oh, it lands on 6 joists. That thing is solid. Because if you understand what a joist is before you start talking about you understand what a joist is before you start talking about screws. Like if you don't know what a strong back is, and you don't know what a joist is, then you're you're messing up. You're messing up. And I think I might cut out here in a little bit because I am using NVIDIA Shield and I'm installing the drivers. But yeah, so I'm just saying I'm not saying I'm the smartest at it, but I understand um construction to a certain extent. You know, like I understand strong points and weak points, and I understand that by attaching that studs and joists have about a theoretical over 100-pound load capacity, meaning you could weigh each stud 100 pounds, then and it would hold. So that means if you put you share the load between 2 studs, you could hold 200 pounds. So if you share the load between 5 studs and 6 joists, technically 1100. I doubt it's 1100. Probably even if you cut it at half at what 550, that's still not this whole structure. You're still gonna be fine. And even at that point, you're not even anywhere close to the. You're not even anywhere close to the the shear force of any screws. So it's like, what are you guys talking about? Really? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I wouldn't even load that much up here, knowing that this thing is only it's landing on what it's landing. Like, no one. I haven't read one comment that said, "Oh, they have that even talks about the the strong back." Like no one understands what the strong back is, basically, from what I can tell. No one understands what it is. Like no one has said anything about, oh, the guy has a strong back on there, or how many joists he land. Like everybody's always talking about these goddamn screws and use lag bolts. I'm not gonna lie. Lag bolts are very smart. Use it for decking all the time when you're dealing with a lot of weight. When you're dealing with a hell of a lot of weight, you should worry about lag bolts. This is not a lot of weight. Plus, covers a very small area, meaning it's not spanning very far. From edge to edge is supported. This side is supported by the joist, the strong back, and the legs on the outside. This side's supported by the studs on this side. We're on 5 studs, and it's landing on a 2x4 ledger. So when I say that, what I mean is, and is this thing removing previous version? What I mean to say is that this side of the wall is landing on 5 different studs that's sharing the load. So theoretically, it's 500 pounds on this side and then 600 pounds on this side. So that's 1,100 pounds theoretically, and the wood can handle up to 2,000 pounds. One stick of 2x4 as something like, I think, a tensile strength for 2,000 pounds. So it's like just kind of have a general knowledge of woodworking and before you make these crazy comments on Reddit. Crazy comments on Reddit. What's up, Rich? I'm just streaming. I was gonna stream. I'm in the gaming loft right now, and I was just going over these Reddit comments for this Reddit post I did, and people are going nuts about, like, I think it's at like 2,000 views right now. People are going nuts. Oh, 200,000 views. People are going nuts about screws. Like they're talking about shear strength screws, pretending like they know what they're talking about, and it's just so funny to people. It's just so funny. It's just they're just funny. And I do have a very strong back, very very strong. People, Reddit, dude. Let's go. I'll show you the. I think my stream might cut out because I'm updating NVIDIA. Um, like I wouldn't say they're mad, but people are just definitely upset. Yeah, like the the I don't know. Like I don't get why people. I don't get people. When you know so limited knowledge and then you take what limited. Well, here's the thing: they have knowledge about a subject. Let's say screw strength, right? But then they don't have a very good real world application of that knowledge. Like if someone asked me, like someone messaged me on Reddit or commented saying that you should use